Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? Treetop Piper here. Super long day at work today. Freaking 12-hour day. Or no, excuse me, 10-hour day. 7 of it was in a damn tree. No breaks. I was in a tree for 7 hours straight without coming down. It was very taxing. But anyway, I'm smoking a bowl of Balkan sobranie out of my K Woody flame grain from the 30s. And it occurred to me that excuse me, that I had really written this blend off when I first smoked it. I didn't think there was anything special about it. Um, I just didn't get it. But over the last few months, could be the age, but over the last few months, I've really, really, really gotten to enjoy it, or begun to enjoy it. Um, like big time. And it's become almost a go-to English for any time. Certain English blends I only smoke in the morning. Certain I only smoke in the evening. And then there are some that I smoke in the day. Skiff Mixture is one of the morning blends. Our Best Blend, stuff like that is are more evening blends for me. 1820 Mixture. But I had such a long day, I just felt like a good relaxing smoke would really allow me to wind down and enjoy my evening. And it has. So far, it's been one of those ultimate smokes where I've just been really satisfied with it. I mean, really satisfied. And I've noticed that with Balkan sobranie that I've been getting that a lot lately. It's just a really choice blend. I think Germain's does a really good job. It reminds me of their 1820 mixture, but it's not as quite as robust. Seems a little more balanced to me. Like the Latakia isn't overpowering, the Orientals aren't overpowering. You just get a really nice smoky, Turkishy flavor. And I've come to really, really appreciate that in all blends. Turkish tobacco especially, Turkish and Latakia. Just for some reason, I didn't appreciate it as much as I should, or as I didn't appreciate it very much when I first started smoking. I feel like I didn't really see what all the hubbub was about. But I've noticed that more often than not, I can get a perfect smoke out of an English blend. More so than a Virginia. I feel like Virginias are just a little bit more temperamental. However, when I'm in a Virginia mood, nothing nothing quite hits the spot like a good Virginia. And sometimes I'm in more of a light Virginia mood, like a bright Virginia. Sometimes I want more tanginess, like a red Virginia. Sometimes I want more of a dark, sweet Stonehaven, full Virginia flake. Sometimes I'm in a mood for something like that. But lately I haven't really been in the mood for Virginias. I've really been digging the English blends, which here shortly I'm going to do a review on GLP's as Regent Flake and probably one or two other blends. I know I've got two blends coming in the mail. One of them is Deluxe Navy Rolls, Dunhill Navy Rolls. I figured I may as well grab another tin while it's still available. I paid a little bit of a premium, like $17 from Top Hat Tobacco. But I really want to have that blend to remember it because it was the first Perique blend I ever smoked. And nothing quite compares to the florally. I don't know what it is about Navy Rolls, but nothing else quite compares. No other Perique blend compares. The other one, believe it or not, is Balkan by Brebbia, which boasts a 40% Latakia content, 40% Syrian Latakia content. I'm not sure how much the Latakia number 9 is, but it just says a good portion, whereas the Balkan actually puts a percentage on there. Really looking forward to trying out the Balkan by Brebbia, seeing how I like the Latakia Flake number 9 so much. I'm thinking the Balkan will be equally as good, or I'm hoping. So, as soon as I get that, I'll do a review immediately, which should be in the next day or two. And this pipe here is a very old pipe. It's a K Woody 4-hole stinger. Well, not only is it a 4-hole stinger, but it says drinkless and it has a serial number on the stinger, which they only made those for a few years in the 30s where it had the serial number on it. I believe this pipe was made before World War II. It's a flame grain, Lavat. That's where the shank ends. It's got a long shank. And it's a flame grain. It really needs to be restored. Whoever owned it before me used a pocket knife to clear it because the rim is just a tiny bit beat up. But as a smoker, it's one of my favorites. It has a small bowl. Can barely get my pinky in there. Really, I can't even get it all the way in. But it just smokes Englishes so lovely. And a lot of guys, I've noticed they smoke their Englishes out of pots. Pots and billiards. I am an English billiard fan. You know, I like smoking Englishes out of billiards, especially my Dunhill. And I like smoking them out of pots. You know, they smoke really well. But I also like smoking them out of smaller bowls. You know, skinnier bowls, shorter bowls. This one's very skinny, very short, very quick smoke. But I feel like there's a reason why this pipe lasted so long. This is probably somebody's cherished pipe. It's it's now my cherished pipe, personally. It's actually been one of my go-tos lately. I may have smoked this pipe more than any other pipe I own in the last month. I just really like, it just really smokes well. You know what I mean? I mean, I know real pipe smokers know what I'm talking about. There's no rhyme or reason to it, really. Or there is, but a regular pipe smoker doesn't know the rhyme or reason to it. You know, maybe Dunhill knows the rhyme or reason to it, and um, Costello, maybe they know the rhyme or reason to it, but I don't know why some pipes smoke better than others. I don't personally know why. Some pipes just seem to have it going on. Some don't. Um, it's weird how that works. And I remember, like I was talking about earlier about the Balkan sobranie, I remember the first time I smoked it thinking that I would be really impressed with it and just, I guess the hype kind of ruined it for me. I wasn't as impressed, but I just sold it. I would just buy and sell it. And then one time I opened a tin. Maybe I finished off what I had originally opened, or mailed it. I think I mailed it to Cobbett of the Shire, the original tin I opened. What I had left, I think I mailed to him, or a good portion of it. But I remember opening a tin and thinking, after I'd been smoking for a while, I'm thinking, wow, what a good blend. And ever since then, I've considered it a blend not to be sneezed at. And especially now, I don't smoke it willy-nilly. Um, I smoke it on certain occasions and certain situations. Only when I'm really tired or really worn down. If I'm anxious, I can't smoke it. I can't smoke pipe tobacco, period. But after a long, long day of work, it just hits the spot. I mean, it's like a steak and potatoes dinner. It just hits the spot. And I know some of you guys know what I mean, some of you don't. Um, it. I don't know what it is, but not everybody enjoys pipe smoking as much as I do. Not everybody derives a lot of satisfaction out of it. They may do it, but it doesn't mean that they actually um, enjoy it truly. Uh, it that doesn't necessarily go hand in hand. Just because you smoke a pipe doesn't mean that you're a pipe connoisseur or a pipe enthusiast. And I know years ago, especially, that was true. A lot of guys just smoked a pipe because everybody smoked, and they didn't like cigarettes or cigars, so they smoked a pipe instead. Or maybe they wanted to look older. Maybe they wanted to look, wise. Or a lot of times people smoke a pipe for the look of it, not for the satisfaction. And I've noticed when I reach for this particular pipe that I always smoke it down to the end. When I reach for this pipe, it means that I want a pipe. And I'll only smoke certain tobaccos out of it, like Our Best Blend, Penzance, 1820, Balkan Sobranie, Skiff Mixture, stuff like that. It just it's just one of those pipes, and I'm really glad that I bought it. I really am. It really worked out well that I purchased it. Anyway, been a super long day. I'm glad you guys joined me. I know I didn't have a terrible amount to say. Another thing I wanted to say is thank you for all the welcome backs and and the comments that I've received from old friends from before I left, and to all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the content. And until next time, Treetop Piper, over and out.